Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out a band that we've never done on the channel. Mushroomhead is the name of the band.
Which, I gotta say, it's kind of a cool name.
It is a cool name, and I think people have mentioned this band before. They asked us to check out the band, but for whatever reason, we just never got around to check out these guys. The name of the song is The Heresy. This is from their...
I thought it said Hershey, I'm not gonna lie.
What, like the chocolate?
Yeah, or like the place in Pennsylvania.
Well, they're from Cleveland, so they're not that far off. Is there a place named Hershey in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that where the chocolates come from?
I think so.
I don't know. It's a good story, so let's stick with it,
yeah.
Regardless if it's true or not. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah.
I always say that. All right, so anyway, so they have a new album coming out. This song is from that new album that's coming out. I already recorded an album review, and this was one of my favorite tracks on the album. So I thought, okay, let me introduce you to the band. You've never heard this band before, and we've never done them on the channel. So I was like, let's kill two birds with one stone. Not that there was actually any birds hurt during the making of this video. We have 3 ourselves, and there's no way I would ever throw a stone at any of them. But it's just an expression. Perhaps we need to change that expression. All right. Are you ready for this? Mushroomhead, The Heresy?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
The sacrifice has just begun. We feed the war machine. Hide your daughters, your firstborn sons, as we welcome all your catastrophe. All the hate, all the lies, the heresy, how divine. Every time you hide in denial, suicidal kill.
You are my poison, poseidon inside me. Pontius is present and God is beside me. The tide tends to weave in a foul
All right. By the way, the intro was not part of the when you get the album.
It's just the song.
It's just a song. Yeah, that whole intro where that looked like one of those time capsules where you put things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part of the intro is not part of the original track, but it's part of the video. So I just want to mention that. So what did you think?
I gotta say though, you know how at the start of the video I said I really like the name Mushroomhead? Because pretty cool name. Has for me this band doesn't Mushroomhead doesn't match this band at all.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, you expect people showing up with mushrooms on their heads?
No, which would be funny. They all look like Toad from Mario.
Well, I mean, okay. What
For me, Mushroomhead kind of sounds like a death metal band.
Really?
Yeah, or like a hardcore band or something like that.
Okay.
That's what Mushroomhead sounds like. But this was more like elegant and dark.
Well, this one is, but their sound is more like new metal, right?
Oh.
So they're more like a new metal sound as far as the overall sound is concerned. This, I would hate to call this the ballad of the record, but it's definitely one of the softer songs. There's a lot heavier stuff on the album.
Elegant and dark song. This
Almost goth.
almost gothic, yeah.
Yeah, almost gothic. Yeah. So, but did you like it though?
I did like it. But that was the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, Mushroomhead. In this song, I don't think they match.
I think if you listen to the other stuff, you kind of like it will match. You know what I mean? But this song is a little bit even within this album is really long. I think it has like 17 tracks, something like that. Oh. So it's not every day a band releases an album like with that many songs on the record. It was like over an hour and 10 minutes. I think the length of the album. It's long. But this is definitely one of the softer songs on the record. There's a lot heavier stuff on the album. I think the name is fine. I think maybe in your mind you had these, like I said, like were you expecting them to show up with mushrooms on their heads?
That would be cool.
I don't know. Like they're all toads. Like
They're all Toad.
Yeah, from Super Mario. Like is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
And then every time somebody hits them, they go one up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. I can't believe your mind went to that direction. But anyways, this is definitely one of the softer songs on the album. But the reason I like this song so much, it's really her vocals. Her voice is
so
magnificent.
Yeah, it's not like a lot of other female vocals that have beauty in it. Hers has a lot of darkness in it, and it has such an evil presence in the song.
I agree. I'll say this about the album. This is her first album with a band.
Oh.
This is her first record with a band. Actually, there's another lead singer. They have 3 singers, and there's another one that's also his first record with a band.
Is it the guy who's?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with this band, to be honest with you. I feel like I should know more.
His vocals were good too.
Yeah, his voice was amazing. One thing I will say about the record is that I almost in the record wanted her voice used more, because every song where she got like a huge portion of the, of the singing, let's put it that way. It was immediately one of my favorite songs. And I didn't notice that until I listened to the album several times, right? So after I recorded the review and after I listened to the album several times, I went back and I'm like, okay, which ones are my favorite songs? And as I start marking down which ones are my favorite songs, are all the ones where she gets like a huge portion of the vocal credits in that song. So I started to realize that I'm like, holy shit!
You're just attached to the vocals.
I really like her voice. I really like her vocals. So I gravitated all the songs that I'm not saying that all the songs that she wasn't in it were not good, because they were. But I'm just saying that all the songs that she was in it, and she was in it for a long period of time, they immediately became my favorites. I just love her voice. It's just magnificent. And on this track, like you said, it's beautiful, but it's dark. Almost gothic at times. Yeah. I love it. It's such a beautiful voice. I love it, and I really enjoy the record. The record is really eclectic. It's 17 songs. It's a long album, and it's hard to create fluidity. So to me, it's a record that's made up of almost 17 singles. It doesn't have the necessarily it's, like I said, it's hard to have fluidity when you're talking about that many songs. I think it was 17 if I'm not mistaken. But it's worth for each one individually. Each one individually they're really strong songs. It's just hard to put that many songs together and keep you engaged
into the album
through the whole thing all the way through without you kind of losing track a little bit of where you are and forgetting about a song or two. It's just because of the length. It's really long. All right, this is it for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.